Hello YouTubers, I'm posting an update on the Fiat 850 restoration project. I know it's been a while. I apologize for that. I've got a lot done actually, but the weather has been against me and it's just been too cold to come out into the garage. So this is the first fairly warm day, decent day I can even get into the garage. So I want to go ahead and bring you up to speed. If you remember, here's what we got done. There was a crease in the front fender there, and I got that beat out. I used a hammer and a dolly. It's the first time I've ever done it, made that type of repair, and it actually worked pretty good. I watched some other YouTube videos on how to do it and just took my time. I've got a little bit there that's going to have to be worked with some body filler, but all in all, came out pretty good. We got our outer rocker panel installed. You can see that. We got a good fit. Got a little bit of a high spot over here on this side of the jamb. You can see it. It's not as high as it looks in the video. It's barely, you can run your finger over it. What I'm going to do is file it down before I use body filler on it. So, and we got our lower quarter panel repair completed. If you remember, it has the same rot that was on the other side. That's all new metal, but I went ahead and coated it with some that fiberglass hair because I wanted to make sure it was nice and strong. The other repair that we had to make was in the engine compartment, in the engine bay. There was that lower part there was rusted out. There was a big rot hole there, and I got that all new metal, and again I went over it with some fiberglass hair. Now that hasn't been sanded yet, but it will be. The other thing that I did was I got inside these quarter panels in the rear here. I accessed it through this area here on both sides, and I used some Rust-Oleum rust encapsulator or converter. That's what it was, yeah, converter. And then I went over it with some black paint. And I did that because there was some surface rust on the inside that there was just no way for me to get in there and get to. And I could access it through the taillight holes as well. So everything in there is nice and coated and covered up. So that's actually it for all of the repairs. All of the rusty metal has been removed from the car and replaced with new metal. So feel really good about that. Finally got that done. What I have been doing, since I don't want to go ahead and start stripping the car, it's still too cold out and I don't want it sitting around in bare metal, is I've been working on some of the suspension parts, getting them cleaned up, roughing them up and painting them, getting them nice and new looking. Some of the parts are actually new, and I went ahead and all the tie rods and things like that, I went ahead and painted them anyway. Because I want them to last, I want them to stay there. Here's the gearbox. We got that all cleaned up. You can see that, and that's all been painted. So that's ready to go. And then we had this washer. This is a foot washer pump, or foot pump for the windshield washer. And I restored that. I checked it out first. I hooked up some tubing to it and just held it into a pail of water. It works fine. It pumped good. So what I did was, took it all down, and I took this. This is like a vinyl sleeve or like a rubber boot over that part. I took that off, cleaned it up real good, used some of that Eastwood vinyl and rubber restorer, made that look new. And then on that metal body, what I did was I spray painted it chrome, and then I misted it with some gold spray paint just from a distance, just to kind of dust it and give it that sort of, I guess it's a chromate finish look or whatever. You really don't, kind of an original look. So we've got that done, and also been working on some of the hardware, cleaning that up. using a black oxide coating on not all of it. Some of it is just some standard hardware I intend to replace, and there's no point in doing that. I don't think. If you got an idea or there's something different, let me know. What I've been doing to clean up the hardware is I've been using some vinegar and just soaking it for several days, 4 or 5 days, and then putting it on the wire wheel, cleaning it up that way, and then using the that black oxide. And that's, so far, like I said, some of it looks really good, if you can see it. But again, I don't know how deep I want to go with that, because some of them actually didn't turn out, and I guess there must have still been some stuff on them. I don't know, but they just kind of rusted right back up. So I don't know if we're going to do all of them or not. Like I said, some of it's some standard hardware. The other thing I wanted to show you was the leaf spring. I got that all cleaned up and painted. I actually put Pour 15 on it, and then scuffed that up real good and painted that. So that's got the new bushings in it, and it's been painted and everything, so that's ready to be installed. I won't be able to do any of that until the car is down, because it's actually resting, as you can see, where the leaf spring would go. So anyway, our next step is going to be to start stripping off all this old paint. Like I said, I didn't want to start on that too early, because I don't want the car sitting around in bare metal until it's nice and warm outside, and I can I can paint it within a reasonable amount of time. So that's kind of where we are now. Again, I apologize for taking so long to post another video. I do appreciate you watching. I appreciate it a lot. Hit the like button and subscribe. Don't really make any money off of this, but again, it's nice to know that people are following it. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. If you have any comments or ideas, I'm tickled to hear them. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.